Hi there. On today's episode, we fight for the future with our superpowers. We review Toy Story 5 and Supergirl.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Eddie.
This is straight to POD. All right, we are in the summer movie time now for these. This is mostly June movies as we wanted to do these two together, but we're going to start off with Toy Story 5. Charlie, can you tell us about it?
For sure. Toy Story 5, the fifth installment of Toy Story. I don't know how old we are, but I feel old. But in the, Woody, Buzz, and Jesse, the gang's all back. But their jobs are challenged when they're introduced to electronics as a new threat to playtime. This was directed by McKenna Harris and Andrew Stanton, with a John Carter and Finding Nemo, and it featured Joan Cusack as Jessie, Greta Lee as Lily Pad, and Mikhail Michelle Harris as Blaze.
Right, thank you. Thanks for that. All right,
Mhm.
Eddie. What do you think of your spoiler-free thoughts as Toy Story 5? And also, what is your history with the series?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I might have been the youngest out of all of us when it first came out. No, the oldest out of all of us, I should say, when it first came out. So I remember the first Toy Story very, very fondly. Remember when it first came out, it was very, very popular. Um, one of the few animated movies I was able to go see in theaters when it came out. Um, yeah, the story was a great story. It passed, the generational um hurdle hurdle where, we're now well into our 30s or past our 30s, and the new generation, Gen Y, Gen Z, Gen X, all of the new ones know Toy Story. They are familiar with Toy Story. Part of the reason is, our we enjoyed it so much that we kept it alive with just the desire of liking the first one, and of course, studio pumping out two, three, four, and five throughout the years. Um, so when the fifth one was announced, I was like, man, I think they did a good job wrapping up in the trilogy. Um, Not to say that four was bad, or even this one to transition. I like the film. I think it's a very much a film of today. And it's a film that I would say it's more for the audience that grew up with it. I don't think it's necessarily. I think the fact that it's a it's an animated film doesn't mean it's a children's film. Um, I I feel like it definitely geared towards adults, and specifically the adults that grew up with one, two, and three. For the later half. Um, I don't know any super fans of Toy Story. Like I don't know like in the same par with like I don't any other Disney people like Cinderella or Aladdin or Lion King, those behemoths. But I don't see my reels of like I have the biggest Woody collection in real life type of things. But I
There
think
definitely are. I mean, there
I mean there
definitely are
might
people
be.
out there.
So maybe to a lesser degree, like I said, maybe it's not as popular as other ones, but I feel like this was definitely geared towards the adults, the adults for the most part, just trying to connect with that inner child who now have their own children, who may have their own children, I should say, or have younger people in their lives that they look after or that they care about. Um, and it's introducing a new, dilemma into our modern day, life. But I thought it was going to be a cash grab. Not to say that it wasn't, but it was more on the nose of a real story, or a story that I could get behind. I think most of us could get behind. Generic at times, but I think we all could appreciate what it's what the overarching themes are. Um, but overall was pretty enjoyable on my end. Charlie, what about you?
Um, yeah, I agree with you on several points. It was super enjoyable. I liked it a lot more than four, and I think two stands out like probably my favorite. Um, three was cool and one was cool. I mean, I like those two just as individual movies. But I think yeah, we're growing up and we're growing up with the Toy Story movies. Do we need five of them? I mean, if you asked me a couple of years ago if we needed a fifth movie, I'd probably say no. Now that I've seen the movie, I'm like, hell yeah, this was a good choice. Whoever like greenlit this and everything. Um, but yeah, but it was no, but I enjoyed it overall. I think it was a great story. I think focusing on Jesse and not just like another Buzz and Woody story was a great choice. And mostly because we had there was space for lore to be developed on her background, right? We get a little bit on in two, um, and we get a little bit of repeat in this one where in terms of like her history and stuff.
Yeah.
And um but obviously we didn't know beyond what they just told us into. And I think it was cool to like go back to, her past and stuff like that. I don't want to go into spoilers, but yeah, I don't it's cool to like go back into her past. And also we the 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 ongoing, I like how it wasn't just like AI versus toys. Dun dun. And it was just like the typical storyline there. There was a little bit of thinking you had to. There was a little bit of depth to it, which I enjoyed, and we can get into that, the spoilers. But
hmm
yeah,
Yeah.
overall liked it a lot. And it's funny because I recently looked up. Fun fact. I didn't know McKenna Harris and Andrew Stanton did John Carter, but I'm pretty sure I looked up what was Disney's biggest flop, and it was John Carter.
Yes, it was.
Um, yeah.
John Carter.
It's like
Yeah.
based on like a book that like inspired a bunch of like
Yeah.
sci-fi stuff. I think it was like I don't remember when it came out, the book, but yeah, it was like inspired Star Wars and Dune, like just like a bunch of things, I believe.
John Carter walked and tripped so everything else could run and fly.
But yeah,
But
it
yeah,
like
but putting that
yeah.
next to like putting that next to a Finding Nemo, which was like fantastic movie, right? It's just wild the 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 size that are that are to this duo here. John Carter and Finding Nemo and now Toy Story 5. Okay. More
The
positive than negative, but yeah.
that was only Andrew Stanton. He's the only one who
Oh,
directed
gotcha.
those. The other director hasn't done anything else other than this movie.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
still, but more positive than negative. So, shout out
true.
Andrew.
Wally as well. So like yeah, animated
Yeah.
Damn.
stuff. Yeah,
Animated stuff?
easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Chris? What'd you think of five?
Oh yeah, like you guys, I grew up with these movies, and like when three came out, that was like when I was about to enter college, and like Andy was going to college, so it was very like like the feels, like giving up your toys, and I feel like three is probably my favorite, but two is definitely the most watched out of them. But yeah, that one is really good, especially like how it ends with like, oh, the toys are like gonna die, and it's like kind of sad. It's like, oh,
It
I know they're just toys, but they've
Yeah,
been
I
in
don't
my
know
life
Yeah,
for
who
like how long,
greenlit
you
it
know?
that
was definitely
scene, but
some definitely some
that was like,
shock and trauma.
dang.
Yeah, for sure.
As adults too, I'm like, damn. I mean, I guess that happens, right? I wouldn't have put it on screen, but I'm
Yeah,
not a director.
but like you were saying, Eddie, I was talking to a friend about this movie who has kids. They're like around 10, and he was like, they have no interest in seeing this movie. So yeah, like you said, this is mostly for us. And
That's sad.
maybe like smaller kids would like it, but I don't know, it seems um mostly for the people who grew up with these movies kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But that being said, this another like I enjoyed the four, but it's not in definitely in the lower end of these movies as a whole. Like that one was mostly like Woody's story and like how he's like, I'm too old for this shit, and then he retires from being a toy. And then this
Actually,
one,
Carlos made up a good point, a good gripe on this that it didn't even cross my mind until after.
yeah.
So I have a bone to pick with that, not because of my age, but because of how it was portrayed.
Oh, like Woody's like out of shape, even though he's a toy, and like he has a
No,
bald
well,
spot.
one is old.
That's hilarious.
I get that
Yeah.
that's part of it, right? But
I mean, that's his joke.
lest we forget, Jesse is older than Woody,
Hmm.
but she's fine. She don't have no gray hairs. She ain't got no crack in the bone. She looks young as ever. That doesn't make any sense. Jesse is on the timeline a lot older than Woody, established in Toy Story 2. Why doesn't she have like gray hair? What about Bo Peep? She's still agile. She's still fine. Is it
I
because
mean,
she's
Bo
port?
Peep was kind of
Is she
broken in the
is she
last movie, right?
porcelain? Is she porcelain? Like I don't know.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying. I'm
she is.
just
Yeah.
all I'm saying
Well,
is
like,
that was a good. I
yeah.
was just saying. Don't
That's
knock
like a
my
super,
man's Woody, bro.
yeah, that's a super nitpick though. Like, yeah, like Woody was, he had like the bald spot and he was like fatter, and Buzz had like the, faded sticker in front.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could have done like, I don't know, like for Jessie, like sun faded yarn for her hair or something like that. So she's a little more white and a little less red, something like that. Uh, well, that's about it. That's the other thing. Like, why is everybody got to get old except for Jesse? This is baloney.
Well, I think Jessie, like with Toy Story 2, like she was played with, but then she was kind of like kept locked up, right, as like collector's item. So maybe that's why she wasn't
Yeah,
as
true. Yeah,
bad.
maybe. Yeah, and
And
Woody's out
like
in the sun all
what
day.
Woody got
Woody
a whole
and
ass
Buzz,
makeover. What are you
yeah.
talking about?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Fucking
Like
old
Woody and
guy,
Buzz are
fucking
both
got.
been played with since what, 1999 or whenever that first movie came out. So
Hmm.
I'll give you that one, Chris. I'll give you that one.
I don't know. I just think that's
I'll give it to
I
you. I'll
think it's
give it
just
to
a
you.
joke and it was funny that scene.
Nah, nah, you're knocking my man Woody. I don't like y'all knocking my man Woody.
He had a bald spot in two though, so
He
but
did
it
have a
was
bald
Oh,
like,
spot into.
that's
yeah, if you
true.
look
Man, they
back
should have painted
when he
that.
was getting fixed, he had a bald
Yeah.
spot in two, and he like toy repairman like colored it back in.
That's true.
Yeah.
He
So
lost that
it's not
spot
the first
again.
it's not the first time he he went bald.
That's true. That is true. Not the first time. Not the first time. My man
But
needs some
yes.
Rogaine.
Or like I think one of the side characters like get a brown
Yeah.
marker or
Someone
something.
needs a brown marker. Which on the characters, Key and Peele's characters came up, but I found it funny that they had no lines because they are beefing themselves
Oh yeah, I didn't
in
know
real
that.
life. In real life, yeah.
Huh.
So
I mean, I feel like
I was like,
a
are they
lot
gonna
of
be on here?
the side characters from the other movies are kind of don't really say anything. They're kind of just there. Like they get like one or two lines at
Yeah, one or two
most.
lines. Yeah, so that's fair. I just found it funny they showed them. I was like, are they gonna talk to each other? They're not talking to each other in real life.
I
To be
mean,
fair, they
they don't need to be in the same booth,
yeah,
you
you don't
know?
need to be in the same booth. But I was like, I wonder how that's gonna work out. And lo and behold, there was no lines at all.
Yeah.
They were just like, no, we're not doing that. I was like, oh, okay. Well, good on you guys, Good on you.
But yeah, like the concept of this movie is like, oh, it's the old toys versus new technology, and kind of like how like kids are using technology both as like a thing to like be connected with people, but also kind of further away in
Yeah,
their own way with that,
yeah,
which is like true to a certain point with the way just the world is now. Like
yeah.
so I know I thought they did that well, like how they
Oh yeah, I
went
think
went
they
to
yeah
that.
how they portrayed that. I think they did a very good job of just
Yeah.
showing us that aspect of us. But I also like that they winked at. It wasn't just the children; it was adults too. It was like everyone is on their stuff, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it was a subtle hint of like, you're a parent, but you're not really monitoring. You're distracting yourselves, and you're just the kids are distracting themselves, but you have no idea what's going on, and then by the time it's too late, you're reacting. You're being reactive to this. You're not being proactive to like what's going on. Who are you talking to? And and I also like. I don't know if this was part of it, but the discussion, it didn't even discuss it, but like Bonnie was the one that didn't. She was the one that was abnormal because she didn't have an electronic,
Hmm.
because her parents didn't. They're like, oh, okay, we don't. She doesn't need it. She's doing fine.
Well, I think it was
Um,
like she didn't have any friends
yeah,
was the
but I
kind of
meant like
thing.
in the household, like I
Yeah.
see
Oh
it.
yeah.
I see it in real life where it's like,
Hmm.
how are the kids? And it's like we're really trying to refrain from giving them a tablet or like giving them TV or something. Like we're trying to prolong as much as we can a screen in front of them. Um, and I don't know if that was part of the movie or if that was a commentary on it, but Bonnie's environment was very much not surrounded by that. Um, and it, they did a double-edged sword very well, where it's like, I mean, she's a child, so she should do children things like play with toys. While simultaneously is like, well, if you don't keep up with the times, then you know you're going to be left out of social things because that's how social interactions happen now in today's world.
Yeah, and kind of like how technology is kind of like stifling like the kids imagination and things like that. Like
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
like the
exactly.
beginning
Yeah,
of the movie is
true.
like, oh, here's the wedding for this spork and this spoon or whatever it was. And it was like very imaginary kind of background and stuff that like that's her
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And
Which
like
was Yeah, which was cool. It was like, oh yeah, you do use your imagination, especially as a child, and that in
mhm.
itself is creating those things. Also, I kept thinking was like Carlos has this gripe with like single children, like children, single only children.
What? Wait, what is this
It's a weird
you
thing to
hate?
drop on a podcast.
Yeah, okay. Let's unpack this.
I agree with him. But I
I
don't think
don't. I like people, bro. I don't
I like
discriminate
people.
based on how many siblings you have.
Mm,
Um,
that's not what
I
it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. No, well, having experience of
Especially
like,
animated only children. They really
well, I have an experience of with my
draw
niece.
some.
She was the only one, so she didn't get a chance to have like siblings or like those siblings interactions. Her
Hmm.
first social interactions were like at school. So like in that aspect, like it takes a while for them to right, and they show it very well in the movie where it's like go ahead and talk with people with other kids. And she's like, no. I was like, well, it's not that she doesn't want to. She obviously wants to. She doesn't want to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing because she only understands like, you know, when I do something wrong, I get in trouble. That's all she understands from home. But she doesn't want to do that with people she doesn't know. Um, Especially if she wants them to be friends. So it's like those interactions of just pair like social pair bondings um, was illustrated very well because at the end she also connects with another kid who's also an only child, which I and an only child raising in a barn, like in a freaking what is that? It's not a barn, it's a farm. So
Yeah,
that's even
farm.
that's even like even more isolating
Hmm.
Um, and it didn't look like I mean, she had a computer, but it didn't look like she got much out of it. So, if anything, it feels like she went through what Bonnie did when she was younger, because she looks like a little older. So she's like, I know what that feels like, and I understand. Like, it's all
Well, I
right.
mean, I think she's like doing, yeah, going through like both almost, because like she has a friend like that texts her on the laptop or whatever, and then it's like, nope, sorry, I don't want to come over anymore.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So it's like you need to be on these things, but also, like having people actually show up for you when you need them.
Yeah. I guess it's tough growing up in today's day and age.
Yeah, but it's like
I don't know how
same
we did it.
similar themes, right? You want to be accepted by your peers. In order to do
Hmm.
that, you have to have the latest stuff for things, right? May not have been. I mean, for us, it was
It was
right. It wasn't
Gigapets. It
necessarily a
was
whole.
Furbies,
It wasn't
Pokemon
a whole
cards,
tablet, but it was
Pokemon
like,
cards.
yeah, Pokemon cards or what was that? Like the little pet you took care of and it died because you had to feed
Tamagotchi.
it.
Tamagotchis,
Yeah.
Gigapets.
Tamagotchis. There you go. Needed those, and everyone needed that, and do you have the latest see-through phone in your home or something like that, right? Or a Game Boy. You don't have a
Yep.
Game Boy?
Game Boy.
Wow. Like you can't play with
No,
us, like kind of
Hmm.
thing.
I did not have a
So
Game
it was
Boy.
similar to that.
And it shows.
So the
Traumatizing to
themes are
think.
still there, right?
Makes me traumatized again.
And but the issue is with that Bonnie isn't like a I mean she was addicted because she's a child. I mean we're all addicted to our screens, right? But
Hmm.
uh problem is that there wasn't any actual real friendships going on just because she had a lily pad.
Yeah, exactly. Those
Um,
weren't real friendships.
yeah.
Those weren't real connections.
No. They're just another
Yeah.
person on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be like an
And
AI like playing that game
yeah.
against her. It would be the
Yeah, it was
same.
only.
I really liked the like I said, the number four was mostly about like Woody and like his like coming to just understand like I don't wanna be with anymore, like as a toy. Like he wants to almost retire. And this one is kind of like Jesse realizing like that her first owner, like she kind of like goes back to that home, and like she realizes some stuff, like how like it's like do I also want to be like go the Woody way almost, like she is.
Yeah, yeah,
But like she finds out something, and it's like, oh, I do matter to these people, even if I am given up when they're too old. It's like I still matter in some way. And a less serious note, the Legion of Buzzes was a fun addition. You're like, oh, where are they
that
going?
that that group was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like near the end of the movie. Yeah, it was good stuff. But yeah, we can get into spoilers if you guys are ready.
yeah, yeah.
All right, spoilers for this and all the other Toy Stories. Yeah, so
The
Jessie finds out like she gets left on like the sidewalk, and like this old lady's like, "Oh, look what I found." And she finds the address of her first kid, and so they're like, "Oh, here, we'll just drop you off." And it like Jesse's going through a whole kind of like she's learning about herself and um her other owner. Well, she's kind of like going through like a crisis of like, no, nothing I do matters, and why should I even care about kids or whatever. And like she finds out that her first owner named her daughter after her, Jessie. So it's like, oh, she does remember me, kind of thing,
She
which was
does
kind of
That's a
remember me.
sweet.
powerful moment. What
Oh
a
yeah.
powerful moment.
And
That was
then,
the most emotional. I was gonna cry in the theaters, but I didn't.
wow,
But I was
so
going to.
brave.
Because he's a man. He's a man. He's
So
a man,
brave.
right? Man emotional.
No, that was super. I was like, man, oh, you matter. But it was a good like since two, right? Like
Yep.
that emotional closure has been there, has been hanging out there, right?
In the
Since
ether.
Toy Story 2.
Hmm.
And finally we have some that's why I was saying like I was happy to focus on Jesse and like we got some closure and it's awesome. And no, I really appreciated that. Yeah. And plus her like it wasn't just like her in that moment itself, but also her like learning this lesson that everybody kind of gets left behind, or everybody gets thrown. Not everybody, but like, people move on,
Yeah.
kids move on. Especially when she met the technology toys, but they were older technology toys. They were
Which
just
I
like
Hmm.
little
enjoyed.
toddler
Little nod to
technology
early
turds,
2000 technology.
Oh
right?
yeah, like the
Because it
flip
was like
phone
it was
and
like
the
yeah, the flip
camera.
phone and the camera and like everything that was once like new technology, but now is grouped into one single thing, right? Because
Yeah.
you used to have a phone and you used to have your phone and camera and map GPS system were all different,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
you know, devices. Now we have it all in one. But but one was to like help her poop or something, like help a toddler poop, learn how to use
Hmm.
the bathroom or something like that, right? But those things, Jesse's screaming and yelling and, like badgering these toys and technologies, like, it's your fault, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, hey, we got left behind too. We
Hmm.
haven't changed our batteries since, 2005 or whatever, right? And then finally they were like, oh, yeah, like I caught pictures of her in second grade and then nothing, right? And then
Yeah.
just nada.
Not
So
yeah.
he was kind of also like, oh, okay, so like you're not unique in the situation that you're getting left behind, or like people are moving on without you. Like it happens to technology too, especially like older technology. You
Well, I
Yeah.
know?
thought I thought they were gonna do more of Jesse's realization of what Woody had in the second one, because it made sense for her to have that realization. She's like, I don't want to go through with this anymore. Like, I don't. She's always gotten the short end of the stick throughout this franchise, which kind of sucks. But in part two, Woody's like, yeah, Andy's gonna grow up, and that sucks. But he's like, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I want to be there for that because I rather have that than not have that. So I thought Jesse was gonna come to some a similar realization of I can make her happy for as long as I can until I can't no more. Um, and that's better than running away or whatever her plan was. I mean, what was her
Yeah,
plan?
but Woody was never. The difference in the story is Woody was never abandoned. He was never
Yeah.
thrown out, right? Or donated. I want to say abandoned or thrown out, but Jessie was donated once. She lived in a box for forever, a dark box for forever. She got accepted by Andy's home. Um, and I think, again, moved to Bonnie, and now with Bonnie, she's gonna get thrown, not thrown out, but moved on from for the third time.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that's rough. That's rough.
So if your kid got a text from a stranger saying I got your toys, come and get them, and then your kid goes to the house and they're like, I don't want it, how would you react?
Fucking $5 a gallon of gas? You better fucking pick up your
I
fucking
mean, she
toys,
was she was
and you
kind of
better
far like
fucking.
from that
That's what
city
I'm
too.
Yeah, she
saying.
was kind of far.
Your ass better
All
go
right.
in there and pick up your toys. I don't give a shit. You drove this far. Your ass gonna learn today.
All right, follow-up question. And if the other girl who just like she was like, "Oh, I don't want my toys." And then she got a text from the other kid saying I actually do want them, would the other mom actually drive you to the house? I don't
Nah,
think
F
they
that.
would.
You fucking lost it.
You know,
As bipolar
fool me
ass
once,
kid and
shame on
shit.
me, that's
Yeah,
shame
no,
on
F
you,
that.
whatever.
Y'all ain't getting shit. Y'all getting that shit shipped. I am not going. F that.
Here you go.
That's why I'm not a parent. F that. Make me drive this way, drive that. Poor family. Like, I don't even know who you guys are. I just showed up because I trusted my child. I
Yeah, I
trusted
got I
my
got a weird text from
yeah,
a
my
stranger on.
6-year-old child to respond to her thing. It's like, okay, let's go. Let's effing go.
Honestly, I would have stopped. I wouldn't even have been in the car. If my child got a text like, "I have your toys, come pick them up here," I'd be like, we're not going there. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. We are not going there at all.
One thing we don't listen to is strangers on the internet. No, I was super upset when Bonnie was like, "I don't want them anymore." I
Yeah.
was like, "F you, Bonnie." I
Damn.
was beefy with a 7-year-old
Poor
child.
girl is having an existential crisis, and you're like, F this little girl.
Yeah, as her friends are like shitting on her for her playing with toys, and she's like,
Yeah, F those kids. I'm like,
"Wow,
yeah, we're playing with fucking toys. What of it? Stupid bitches.
Yeah, well, screw those kids. But then she also gave it to the peer pressure. She was like, "Man, I
oh, for
don't play
sure."
with them. I feel bad." Oh, okay.
Hey,
What if we're seeing like
peer
first
pressure is real.
friends
Peer
kind of
pressure
thing?
is
Like
real.
these people actually kind of hung out with me, or like I sat in their house while we played a game together, but not together.
Nah, you just know that sleepover was booty, bro. Like
Well, I think like she said it was, right? Didn't she like
everybody on their
not have a
effing
good time?
phones, not doing shit. Yeah,
Oh yeah, like they
Yeah.
played hide
mature
and go
as
seek and they left her, they didn't find her. That
that's
was
some fucking that's messed up. That's foul.
yeah.
That's
Nah,
uber messed up.
that's why I can't. I just can't. I don't think I could do it. I don't think it would be a father and be like, which one? Which one? You tell daddy which one. And he's like, oh, that one? All right, I'll be right back. No, no, it's fine, it's fine. I just want to talk to her. I just want to talk to her. I just want to talk
And he's just
to
on
her.
record committing felonies.
You have to come down here and talk. Why? You beat up a 8-year-old child. This is a very serious situation. Uh, anyway.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but
as the other parent, if you roll up to my house and then your child's like, "I don't want the toys anymore," I'd be like, "What a waste of time."
Yes.
I Jesus, I
right,
could have
like
been doing
you
something
literally
else.
drove all that way. Like this is the second interaction with these toys, and she's like, no. It's
Yeah,
like,
this is your first interaction with like new people.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
as the parents though, as like I could see them, I also would be hella excited for my kid though. So I'm trying to see the other side too, where it's all like my child's having a really hard time making a friend, and then she comes very excited saying, "Hey, someone messaged me," and she doesn't find the fact that I play with toys weird, and she wants me to come over to pick them up. Like I would be excited as a parent to be like, okay, yay, progress. Like you're talking to somebody, which I hope is real. So in that aspect, I'd be all right. I'll make the drive, and it's fine. And then, but if she reacted the way she did, I think I'd be more concerned as to why, because you can't be that excited and then all of a sudden no, I would inquire at the moment, like at least in the car, be like, what's going on? Like
Yeah, I feel like
we
you
drove
would
all the way over here, and I wouldn't automatically
you would
drive
do
back.
something other than
Yeah,
like, let's get ice cream,
yeah.
champ.
Let's get ice cream, champ. You want you want some McDonald's? All right, let's go get some McDonald's.
Only dollar menu after that drive you maybe
Yeah,
go to.
that's
only
hilarious.
dollar, man. I'm telling you,
We spent.
we're gonna be horrible
Why
parents.
can't I get a McFlurry? Because we spent all our money on
On gas.
gas. Because of you. Because of you.
Only a water for you.
We could have gotten a McFlurry if you would have just gotten your toys back.
Would you feel the same if it was the address was like a dark alley in the
No, I'd
middle
be
of
like, no,
nowhere?
no. We're
Pick
calling the
up your
cops.
toys.
We're calling the cops immediately.
But you can only come at 10 p.m.
Come alone at 10 p.m. Tell no one.
Come alone at 10 p.m.
I
That's
do
fucked up.
believe this is a setup.
I do believe. What are you in the 1950s?
Oh, Jesus.
I say, my growing.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. The old technology to remind me of all the toys, technology toys that I threw out in
Yeah,
my youth. I'm like, how many Tamagotchis are in just like
Damn, how many did you have? Those things were
right?
expensive.
I only had one, I think, maybe. And I don't know if it was a real Tamagotchi or if it was like the bootleg one.
Yeah, I definitely had one as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
had all
thinking
the
like
bootleg ones.
the not like before the Game Boy or like the fake Game Boys where it was like there's like one game on there. It was like
Oh
I
yeah,
had a bunch of those. It's
I
like
remember
yeah, that was
those.
definitely
Yeah,
didn't last too long, you know.
yeah, those are the ones. Those are the one, Chris. I had
Yeah.
Police Station. I didn't have PlayStation. I had Police Station. Uh, 'Cause I got Gamecast. But there's GameCube and Dreamcast. So which one is it?
Yeah, I the like the bunch of buzzes was great and like they're like, oh, they can actually fly now because they're actually drones for some reason. Because of course they are.
Hey, that was pretty cool. I think that's all
No,
we
oh for
wanted to see,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Buzz
Because of
actually
course they
fly
were.
for
Uh-huh.
real.
And like
That was one.
one of the buzzes is like he gets like stuck on a root and like a kid picks him up and the other buzz is like, oh, it's at night. It's like, oh, we're gonna go save him. Like they have like the things around the campfire. It's like, oh, here's a blowtorch and like a knife. We're gonna save Buzz.
Yeah.
Where's your murderous family? It's on.
That was
I
the
didn't.
best part. People picked up a blowtorch. Someone picked
Yes.
up like a what's it a corkscrew.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a
Someone else picked
corkscrew.
up
Why are they
They were
a
serious.
murdering
torch.
people?
Like someone picked up a frying pan. I'm like, holy shit. They're gonna go in guns a blazing. Jesus.
Oh, I don't know if you guys watched like the post credit scene.
There's
Um
a post-credit scene?
yeah, there was one where because like at the end of the movie, the buzzes kind of like just disappear. Like we don't always get like conclusion for them. So the post credit scene is the buzzes flying down as drone forms into this like playground to all of these kids.
Oh, that's
And so like
nice.
they all get a kid to play with.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. And I do like that like Blaze like she finds her old like, oh, here's my potty train thing. Like your first instinct wouldn't be to like, oh, let me play with this toy, you know, like kind of this not a toy almost, you know. So it was nice to like, oh, she has that same imagination as Bonnie does, you know, like and
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
they come together at the end.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good movie. Any other thoughts?
No, I don't got anything.
All right. Let's do ratings and reviews. Eddie, you want to start us off?
Yeah. One of the better movies that's been out so far, and you know, sequels again, but it was really enjoyable. It was really nice. I think all the points that were made were pretty on the same wavelength here. I definitely recommend you go watch it if you haven't, or if you're waiting for it to come out. Watch it when it definitely comes out, especially if you grew up with when the first one came out. I give this a 4 out of 5. I guess Dookies. Uh, because I don't know what kind of electronic would help me teach how to take a shit. But that's funny.
I'm gonna buy
Um,
one for you so you can
yeah, it was just it's funny because there's
so
a
you can
like
try it out.
there's a like you want me to play a game? I'm not gonna get addicted. He's like, oh really? And by the end of it, this man was like, stop, no more. She's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I was like, that's
I wonder if it's like the game is to like keep them on this toilet for longer because they're
oh
kids and
maybe,
they want to run around
maybe,
and stuff.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
but definitely go watch it. And I do believe they have one more in them. I had mentioned to Chris and Charlie before. I think they have one more in them, where somehow they come back full circle. It could be Bonnie or it could be Andy. But it's definitely more. They are they are they are senior citizens. Uh, Not senile, but they are senior
Jeez.
citizens,
Wow.
and they're like, oh, because the whole classic, we're children and we want to grow up. We want to grow up really fast, and then when you grow up, you're like, well, I want to go back to being a kid and no responsibilities and just having a good time. I think that full circle story is still in them. The writers will somehow figure it out, but I think they got one more in them. So we'll see how it goes.
You underestimate Disney.
I underestimate Disney. That's true. Toy Story 7. Bonnie may need glasses.
Bonnie
Uh,
discovers iPhones and vapes.
that's that's messed up. Oh man, using Buzz Lightyear as a fucking bong.
Oh,
Anyway,
jeez. Oh no,
Jesus.
Mr. Potato Head. Mr.
Mr.
Potato Head would
Potato
be
Head as a
better.
bong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris? What about you?
Yes, this is 4 horse girls out of 5. And like you, this I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. And I don't know, like we were saying, do we really need more of these? But if they keep up the quality, I'm all for it. I don't really know. Like I feel like Buzz got the first movie, Woody was kind of the second movie and the fourth movie, and then like Jesse has this one. Like who's the next character that they will like go into? Will it be Slinky? Rex? Who knows? By Toy Story 10, they might have to go into like um the alien guy or something. I don't know. But yeah, this movie is very enjoyable. Definitely worth checking out. In I would say go to theaters. It's still in theaters and will be for a while. So definitely worth checking out. What about you, Charlie?
Yeah, same. For murderous toys out of 5. And um yeah, go watch it in theaters. And is there gonna be a 6? Probably. Is there gonna be a 7? Probably. Um, I just don't know what the storyline would be, but yeah, like you
Toys
said,
versus
Chris, if it keeps
AI,
quality, toys
or
versus AI,
or
Yeah,
like
AI
toys
it just
versus
an
NFTs
AI
or
component
something.
it's
has to
gonna
be
be
in
like
there.
toys versus Megan or something. The crossover that we needed.
Crossover nobody asked
Um,
for, but the crossover we need.
Yeah, Megan 2
um,
didn't do well, but Toy Story 5 really did
yeah,
really well. So let's combine them.
yeah. It's just gonna be like it's gonna come full circle to that one movie. What is it called? Like Small Toys or something like that?
Toy Soldiers.
Toy soldiers.
Small Soldiers.
Toy soldiers.
This is
It's Small
Small
Soldiers.
Soldiers.
Oh,
Yeah.
small soldiers.
This is gonna be that storyline where there's good toys and bad toys, and there's like whole wars go on. Then Toy Story 10 is gonna be the great toy war. Um,
Um, I just looked it up. They want to do like Toy Story 1 through 3 was like Andy's journey, and these these new ones are Bonnie's, so they want to finish up Bonnie's journey until Bonnie gets rid of them, and then it's another kid's journey. So, but they'll at least one more, like Eddie was saying.
At least one
Yeah,
more. Yeah.
at least.
All right, that was good. Eddie, do you want to tell us about our next movie, Supergirl?
Yeah. Supergirl. Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, joins forces with an unlikely companion on an interstellar journey of vengeance and justice when an unexpected adversary strikes too close to home. Director is Craig
Gillespie.
Gillespie. Not the last time I heard that one. Who did Corolla and I, Tanya? Both horrible films.
What? I
Uh,
like I, Tanya.
okay, all right.
I never watched Cruella though. I
We'll
never
give
watched
fifty
that
percent.
one.
We'll give 50%. We'll give 50%.
I
Uh,
did like I Tanya though.
is it because it was based
I
on a
liked
true
it as well.
story, or because the acting made you laugh?
No, because it was based on a true story. What are you talking
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Because you're why you make fun. She really got or her career ended, Carlos. It wasn't
Yeah.
funny.
I mean, she was kind
uh,
of, yeah, we don't need to get into I, Tanya.
I mean, she was kind of not I, Tanya. We're split on I, Tanya. Anyway, Supergirl is played by Millie Atlock, uh, and characters of Eve Ridley, who plays Ruth, and I don't know who that person is. Marthenius? I don't know how to pronounce their name. Krem is the bad guy, right? Krem.
Yeah, he's the main bad guy.
Yeah. Uh, all right.
All right, thanks, Eddie. Charlie, since I know you're a big DC head and a Supergirl fan from the CW, what did you think of this new iteration of this character?
Melissa Benoist forever.
I don't know who that
Um,
is.
Nope.
I don't know who that is. She's the girl who played Supergirl in the CW.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
it's
R.I.P.
Melissa. She's not dead.
Rip.
In this
She
universe, she
was.
is.
Have you seen Whiplash?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
The
Yep.
girl he
drumming
breaks up
movie?
with.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's her?
the girl he breaks up with. That's Melissa. Yeah, she
Oh,
plays
I love
Supergirl.
her. She's great.
Yes, thank you. We all love her. She's great. But this one gave it was like it was all right. I can't even like I'm biased, but it was an all right movie. It gave me like immediately off the bat, I was like, what is this like Hancock Will Smith vibes that I'm getting from like this whole movie? Like it was
It's based on
just
like a famous comic.
yeah.
No, one arc, isn't it? It's like one specific arc.
Yeah, in the comic.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I was supposed to look it up, but I didn't look it up. But it was just I don't know. I feel like the execution of it was like kind of whatever. Mostly just because I'm basing it off of like Supergirl off of CW, right? I know nothing else about Supergirl, so I should be the last person to talk about this. But as a movie itself, just like by itself, no, without context or anything, like it was all right. Right? If someone who doesn't watch superhero movies doesn't follow Supergirl or Superman or DC, right? Like if they were to ask me like, how is it? Should I go see it? I'd be like, yeah, maybe. Um,
I don't know.
We'll get to it.
yeah, there's some, yeah. So, and um, that's kind of where I landed with the whole thing. Um, the only other thing, and I hate, I don't know if this is too much or for spoilers, but like,
No spoilers if you don't. If you can.
no spoilers, but like, my general feeling was like, by the end of the movie, I'm like, why do I care about the little girl? Like, I have no
Nobody cared about
reason.
her.
Like, I have no reason, right? Um, it's just it was just hard to care or like even just so I didn't care about the little girl's stories. I didn't care about the story, so it's just like, all right, I guess I'll just watch it for the Supergirl bits. And yeah, for her becoming powerful due to the yellow sun and kicking everyone's ass in the beginning, um, was that was awesome. That was great. Loved it. But yeah, but what about you? What about you, Chris? Being not a DC head and a slight hater.
I'm a slight hater and also kind of mixed on the Guardians movies. But yeah, this was fine. It did really, really want to be Guardians of the Galaxy DC edition, you know, plus like a tad of Mad Max with the villains without doing either particularly well, honestly. It took like from Guardians, it was like, oh, Supergirl, like she has this beat up spaceship and she loves retro technology for no particular reason because like she literally grows up on like a super advanced civilization and she's like, I have iPod, like whenever the super old iPods
Get a
and
Zune.
yeah, it's very much like the like, oh, yeah. Um,
You
Peter
remember
Quill pulled it
Zune? Yeah.
off. Supergirl can too. And then we also have another James Gunn ism, hurting animals for no reason.
What
Um, yeah, like
animals did they
they
hurt?
what the whole plot of the movie
The
was
dog.
because Crypto got was gonna die.
That wasn't hurting animals.
What?
I don't think that was hurting animals. The dog was going to attack him. Isn't that self-defense?
Okay, all right.
I just
Whose
meant
side are you on,
logically.
Eddie?
I'm just saying logically, the dog
Jesus.
attacked.
All right. Eddie, so if let's just say someone was stealing your car and your dog was gonna go and like protect your car and they shot your dog and you like, well, that's self-defense on their end. They deserve it and they drove away with your car. That's
I didn't
cool.
say they deserved it. I said
Mm.
it was a justified shooting.
That's
On Earth
crazy.
or any red planet, I think was a justified shooting. As a matter of fact, Supergirl said don't, and he still went. So he's not a very obedient dog.
Well, I mean, we already knew that from the Superman movie
So
from
in
last year.
reality, it's the owner's fault. She should have shot the owner,
I mean, that's true.
But anyway,
And another thing that doesn't work at all in this movie is the needle drops. I wouldn't even
what
say
drops?
most of the movie, the music is bad per se. It just
You didn't like the
doesn't work.
music, Chris?
No,
That's actually
no,
one of
I
the
like the
aspects I
music. I
enjoyed
just
it.
don't think the needle drops are implemented well. Like they don't really fit
I get what
into
you're
the
saying.
actual movie.
I get
Like
what
I
you're
feel like
saying.
Guardians is good at like how it uses music, like really good. But
I get
this
what you're saying. Yeah,
is
yeah,
kind of just like thrown in there. It was almost like
Yeah. And they play the real
remember the
songs,
first
not just
Suicide Squad
covers.
movie? Or it was like here's like a music video and then like it's like here's the next song. It's like another music video. Like kind of like felt like that, but like it just didn't work for me.
yeah. I get what you're saying, Chris. Well, also, I think part of the reason was because, as I don't know if you or Charlie mentioned it earlier, the whole comparison to Guardians of the Galaxy is that they incorporate. It was very much established early on that that's part of the um that's part of the movie and that's part of the individual.
Hmm.
Here we don't get that development. We just kind of get thrown into it with like, remember these songs? She likes them too.
Yeah, but they were like newer songs too, so it didn't really make sense why.
Well, they were newer remixes of songs. I didn't even get the originals, which
Yeah, that's true. They
it's
were.
not again nothing against the remixes. It's just if you're gonna play it for the sake of playing it, then give me the original.
Hmm.
Um, because you're not. I agree with you because they didn't really incorporate it. I don't want to say they incorporated it well. I don't think I would say they didn't incorporate it correctly, and therefore it didn't add to the scene. It just made me want to hear that song when I left the theater.
Hmm.
but the original.
Yeah. Another gripe I have with this movie is sort of what Charlie was getting at with the like the girl companion that she picks up is I'm just kind of tired of these like the lone wolf and cub in space movies. Like we have Mandalorian, Thor did that, last Thor did that. It's just like I'm just tired of this whole trope and it's kind of
But it's
played out at
part of
this
the
point.
space trope, isn't it? It's like a part of the
I'm I'm bored of it. Let's move on. You can tell other stories without having to be
space.
like, oh, here's a little girl who needs help from a strong person, and they're gonna go on an adventure to fight. I don't know. I was kind
You
of bored
know,
of it.
everybody learns a lesson. Yeah, everybody learns a lesson by the end of it. Vengeance isn't the answer, right? But at the same time, like I wasn't invested in the unlikely companion, right? In the little girl's story.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
I agree with that.
yeah, I don't know if we're doing spoilers or
No
not, but
spoilers yet. We'll get to that soon. I just want to finish. Uh,
her the beginning of her story, it was just kind of like, oh, okay, whoa, that sucks. So I don't know. That's
I
about as far as I got.
not to like rewrite the movie, but I wonder if it would be better if it was just more about Kara's like her like oh no my dog got shot and I need to get the antidote instead of like here's this girl that's coming with me. I don't know. I feel like she kind of got less screen time in because of that. Maybe that's just me. But
Well, I think it focused more so. I mean, you can't John Wick a movie, you know? It's like I was like, all right, again, for me to want to care, for me to I don't want to say I didn't care for the dog, but there's
clearly you
in
didn't.
in a 2 hour movie, you have enough time to build rapport, especially with the main character.
Mhm.
I didn't feel the it's not that I didn't they didn't interact well, but one, it was difficult to get behind a CGI dog. You have millions of dollars, you can't take 50 grand to train a dog, right? Airbud had like
Train them
seven
to
moves.
what? To
Air
fly?
No, just to interact like a dog. A lot of this stuff was just interacting as a dog, going up to your owner, licking their face, sitting down, turning around. Like Airbud had seven fucking movies. Airbud was playing basketball and fucking catching Hail Marys. You're telling me you can't train a dog to just act happy? Like I don't need a CGI dog. CGI the flying parts. I get that, but the whole thing you couldn't get a dog. Even Deadpool Wolverine had the ugliest dog contest, and that shit was fucking hilarious. It didn't do shit. It trained it to run from one point to another. I mean, just do that. So that was one. But two, I don't see the rapport with them. I don't see the love. I don't see it's like, yeah, you have crypto. You're so drunk. I'm more inclined to believe you hit crypto than you want to rescue him, right? It isn't until the third act that we realize why she loves crypto, and it's by then it's way too late. Like he's already on the verge of dying. I needed to know that at the beginning to understand the gravity of the situation, not just oh my dog's dying. Plus, I'm not a Superman fan, but can't you just take that motherfucker to the sun and be fine? Isn't that like part of the Superman power?
I don't know what he got injected with, but it was
I
like,
I
well,
thought
he's
anything
dead.
you get injected with, you just need the sun. I mean, she had fucking Krypton in her body. All she needed was the sun, and she was fine. Like,
Yeah, that was silly.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's a big loophole, plot hole here, and I couldn't get over it the entire time. I'm like, do I care about the dog? Do you care about the dog? It seems like you care about getting drunk. That's all you really care about, which is fine. I understand. You lost your family. It's a hard thing. It's been 18 years or whatever. Uh, but no, I didn't. I didn't feel it was hard for me to feel for the dog because I didn't feel that they were genuinely connected anyway. Which is also the same gripe I have that the other protagonists of this movie, they never felt like in sync. She was a burden. I don't care what you tell me. She she should have died 7 times over. Um and that other character had plot armor because no, no, it'd be something if she held her own. Nope, nope. All you have is the confidence of something. I don't know where you're going around having the audacity, but you were going to die several times over. Very, very harshly. Very, very harshly. Because in this movie, whatever happens on Earth is happening all across the universe, apparently. So that would have been you. Very, very hard. That's all I'm saying.
That is true. She did get in the way like twice. So, uh,
Like twice?
yeah,
No, she
two
didn't get in the
two very
way.
like important times.
I don't think she got in the way. I
Uh,
think she just like, stay here. No. Okay, I'm not telling you to stay here because I'm telling you what to do. I'm telling you to stay here because you're gonna die. Just let me be the Supergirl that I am and protect you. Don't go looking for danger. That doesn't
Like
make
I
you
get
brave.
like they were like in the red sun zone for a lot of the movie, but like I feel like Supergirl was like super underpowered. Like it felt like she wasn't that super a lot of the time.
Well, because they were like under the red sun, no? And I guess that neutralizes her power or some shit.
yeah,
I
she's
don't
just like
know.
regular in the
It's
Red Sun.
it was hard to
My
like
question
are we in the
is,
red sun? Are we not? I don't know.
Oh, I
Sometimes.
get what you're
yeah,
saying. I get what you're saying, Chris. I get what you're saying.
It's like she can
Also,
fly sometimes, but other times she need like a spacesuit to go into space. Like I didn't really understand the whole
yeah,
power thing.
that also I didn't understand that, and also like I thought kryptonite made you weak. I didn't know the color green made you weak. I don't know a green sun. Does that mean like Green Lantern could just kick her ass? Like I didn't know the
Charlie, do
green
you
aspect
know
was
is the
it.
green sun just like kryptonite sun or something? Like what is that?
yeah.
Do you
I
are
have no
familiar?
idea. I've never
Wow.
come across that in Justice League or I think it was once in Justice League
You know what I mean?
where
Like
there
that
was,
means that her
yeah,
biggest enemy is
yeah.
the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern could just kick her ass based on that.
I don't know if
I'm just
that's
saying
what that
based on
means.
Yeah.
well, he's all green. He could
My
literally
biggest
make a
thing
big green wall and she's
my
dying.
big thing about it is like how did they figure out she was Krypton or Kryptonite or
Oh,
Krypton or
that's
from
an yeah, I
Krypton?
guess that's another thing. I don't know how
I was
that.
like, how did they figure out and how did they figure out her weakness? Aren't there only two of you, right? You and your cousin?
And he's on
And
Earth. He's back there just
yeah. So it's like
he's more
there
worried
can't
about
be
the
that
Daily
much lower
Bugle.
on there can't be that much lower on the on people from Krypton, right? The little girl knew that it was like dead or that it was like a dead planet, but I assume everybody else would assume that too, right? Like everybody would just assume it's a dead planet, it exploded and everybody else died. Everybody died from there, right? So I don't know where they got the intelligence where it's like, oh, let's just park it in the green under a green sun. We'll be good, right?
Yeah, because
But like again, not thinking ahead where it's like, well, it's the night is gonna end and it's gonna be a yellow sun again. That you're not planning for the morning. Tell us where she is. Like all I gotta do is just wait out till morning and then everybody's screwed here. So like what plan did you have? And the last, yeah, and
I
then
mean
just the
let's just go into
last,
spoilers because we're already kind of
We're already
yeah.
there.
we're already on the edge.
Already
Spoilers for all
there.
DCU and other stuff, comics, even though we don't know any of those. But spoilers. Go ahead.
And the last like fight scene, I'm like, why are you protecting this girl from the everybody? Like, why does everybody want to kill her? Number one, and why are you protecting her? Why don't you just remove her from the danger instead of protect? Like, nobody else can fly. You can fly. Just remove her from the danger, and then you're fine. Just fly her over to the next mountain, and then come back and kill everybody. Right? I just
Well, that's what I was
I
like.
don't understand.
It felt like she was like nerfed, like she couldn't really do anything. Like she wasn't that fast. She wasn't like I get like it's a
She was
movie,
just a
like you kind
regular
of needed.
person.
Yeah, it definitely felt like
Just like a
that.
regular person. Like I thought when she showed up with the sword at the beginning, it was like, My father is this. I have trained since I was a little child. Whoever helps me go, and then somebody would try to attack her and be like, "Shing shing," like
Well,
some
I don't
kind
think
of
she was good with a
fucking.
sword. She just like her dad just built the swords.
Well, not even like just hand to hand combat, something.
No,
I
she's a craftsman,
she's a
She's
okay, yeah, okay.
like a
Not one,
forger doesn't isn't a swordsman necessarily, right?
no, but a forger would also not go into a bar full of lethal people and be like, "I need your help," and then when you're going, show the bargaining chip that you have very freely. Like that's also not very smart.
I mean her I
Unless
mean I
you
agree.
unless you
Her
could
family just
defend your
died. What
unless
do
you
you
could
want from
defend
her?
yourself. Well, unless you could defend yourself and you're ready to defend yourself, then I would go ahead and do that. So I was under the impression like if you're going into the baddest bar out there and you're like, I have this awesome sword, who helps me? You just know you're gonna get stolen, so be able to defend
Yeah.
yourself or something. Like it's implied. Because if Supergirl wasn't there, oh my gosh, this movie would have ended horribly for this little girl. Knowing the context of this movie, yeah, yeah, this would have ended very, very horribly, very, very quickly. So
I mean like
Trafficked.
the villain's
Trafficked for
like
sure.
whole thing is like we traffic children because we want to make like the perfect race or whatever. Like that was like his whole
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
thing, which is weird. I don't know why
fucking
I
the
wrote that.
whole universe,
That was a choice. It was a choice to
big
bring
ass
up traffic.
universe, but apparently everything that happens on Earth is what's worried the whole universe. That's what makes the universe go round, apparently. And for being
What?
Superman, I said whatever happens on Earth is what apparently happens across the universe. These are the same problems, but Superman doesn't care. Superman's got to write that story. Not worry about intergalactic child trafficking.
I mean, does Superman care about that stuff?
That's what I'm
He's like
saying. Like
he's like a one city man, He isn't
that's what I'm saying. Like yeah, it's not even
It's
the world,
loyal.
Chris. You're right. It's like one city. It's like oh
He's a
no,
reporter.
outside of the city limits, I can't do anything about that.
that's Batman zone. I don't not for me.
Who do you think I am? The
That's why we have.
Flash?
That's why Lobo's out there. He's covering
Yeah,
stuff, right?
Lobo's out
Oh,
there.
we didn't get into Lobo yet. I
Oh, we
will
got to
No,
say,
get
we
to
denied it to Lobo.
uh,
Lobo.
this is like the perfect casting for the character, but I also do not like this character at all. Like,
Why? He's perfect.
yeah, the casting totally perfect. Like, but yeah, I don't care about Lobo. He kind of sucks. And like he gets captured and
They
then
never explain how or why.
yeah, like
It was a
yeah,
trap.
he's not good.
Okay. Can you tell me more, Mr. Unbeatable person?
Yeah.
Mm, He literally just shows up to make the movie move forward. I was like, man, I forgot about you, dude. Like, again, I don't care for you. I just
Nope.
need you to move on.
I feel like it's like set up for like his own spin-off movie or
I
something.
don't want that. I don't think
I mean, I
anybody
don't want to
wants
either,
that.
but like
Nobody wants
why even
that.
put him in this movie? Because like he
Yeah,
adds literally nothing.
he doesn't. He does not add anything.
But yeah, Lobo was there.
Yeah. I
The
think he was just there to just for that one couple of times where, the main character is in danger and then he comes out of nowhere and punches someone in the face. Like,
like
Remember
oh, it's
me?
like I'm helping as
yeah,
as he's blowing up the ship with the like the captive people. Like I'm helping.
yeah. I did like a character like Chaos Wise where he was just like, I don't give a shit about anything.
That's true.
I'm here for my bounty. I'm here to do my thing.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Yeah, Lobo wasn't a high point for me. I was just like, man, Jason Momoa just needs to play himself and earn that paycheck. He's gonna be just fine. Um, I also didn't care for the villain in this movie. Um, I understand his whole race or his whole point is very diabolical and horrible, but he didn't seem evil. He seemed like a really like a dumb person. Like, there's no way you're in charge of a intergalactic child trafficking ring because you're so stupid. Uh, I don't know how. I just didn't believe him as a villain. It didn't really
Yeah,
resonate with
he
me.
was just like stealing food that was half eaten, and
Yeah, it's like
like that was like his quirk.
Yeah, he cracked me up. He cracked me up on those just couple of scenes. Is
also
that
as
pie? Can I get some?
but also
I like
like
how they
you
just gave him the whole pie. I'd give him a slice, you know, but
no, it
that's just
also
me.
didn't make sense to me because he's supposed to be this all terrifying person. He shoots the child because he thinks his attack or something. So the little brother's dead. Immediately kills the parents, but chooses not to kill the one lone standing child there, or even try to kidnap her because this whole thing is kidnapping that demographic,
That's a good
that very
point.
specific demographic.
Oh, that's a good point.
That by
Wow.
the end of the movie, you were all like, "Kill this child! Give me the." You had the child from the get go. Why do you now want the like? I don't understand. You had him. You had her. Just oh man, I was just like whatever. Okay,
Yeah, he
sure.
was too full of pie to
I guess
care.
so. I guess so. I was just like, oh my
I guess he
god,
had.
come
I mean,
on.
his ship blew up, so I think he had bigger problems.
That was that. Yeah, the beginning of the movie that happened.
His ship blew up,
Yeah,
and
Yeah, like
he
the
roamed
guy
the
like yeah, the guy like set off those
it was like a trap,
um
like alarm.
yes.
yeah, magnetic mines or
Yeah.
magnetic like
Yes,
bombs
yes,
that attached to the ship and blew it up.
yes. So we can't take
If I
one.
can't leave, you can't leave. You stay here with my young daughter. You're stuck here with her.
Yeah, well, again,
Uh,
like, again, if that's really the
so
all you need not to
I don't
cap.
know.
Again, I don't think. I know you're trying to save it, but nope, that's not a save. These guys wandered the forest for like 3 days. As diabolical as they try to make out to seem, yup, fresh meat out there. We're gonna be walking around for a long time. This is what we do. We should take a snack as we go. Like they just can't.
I'm just surprised it took them that long to like find a ship. I feel like they would just steal the closest one, right? Just
Also,
the clo
you with all the resources you have, you would think you could just call somebody. Does
Well, you
does
see the phone. He
communication?
left his phone
He left
in
his
the ship,
phone in the
and it blew
ship.
up.
I'm sorry.
So
Yes, there's no form of communique in the galaxy or the world that they're in. You know, they have
I
flying
don't actually
ships,
know. I mean, they don't really
and
go into that stuff at least.
they have flying ships. They came in fucking. They had cargo ships full of young women just floating around. You couldn't just get one. They'll be like, "Hey, pick us up on the way." You know, they had an
Hmm.
That's true.
international bus. She didn't even have money to pay for the internet. It was a free international bus, and that shit was
Man,
horrible. That shit was
Mom
ghetto as
Donnie's
hell.
Space Mom Donnie getting those free buses.
That's diabolical.
Was
Oh
that,
man,
is it me or was that Seth Rogen?
It was, yep.
Right?
it
Hmm.
was
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. Yeah, it was Seth Rogen. Yeah,
Oh, that guy was hilarious. I mean, he's hilarious in all of
that
his
guy was
movies.
pretty
The
funny.
small guy, yeah, and the like
Yeah,
the his friend.
Yeah.
that guy was funny. Um,
That was hilarious. But yeah, the free bus looked like it sucked.
It's a free bus. What do you want?
it's not a free bus, Chris. It's a free international bus. I mean, intergalactic
Oh,
bus.
yeah,
I
even
would
better.
think it'd be a little bit. You know, you can't. This isn't the Fast and the Furious. You can't duct tape fucking wetsuits to you and say they're astronaut suits and go into space. Like you can't. Okay, I don't know. That
I mean,
doesn't necessarily mean like a gripe that I have. It's just like, come on, man. Like you can't make it a little bit more believable. Like you could make up anything. It's a fake make believe story. Don't try to like give the audience a little bit of you know, leeway. Don't try to make it so dumbed down like everything that's on Earth is also in space. You know how that crappy bus works? Well, this is exactly how a crappy bus would look in space. No,
Mhm.
give us enough of the benefit of the doubt as an audience member to understand that that's a crappy piece of shit. for the universe that you're in. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one take. You could make it to a point where it's like we understand this is bad. Like, you know, like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
you
agree with
walk
that.
you walk in you walk into your ship. Hello, Kara. Welcome in. Face recognition. Remember, like you gotta have all that shit in her ship, and then when she gets onto the bus, it'd be like dee 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 dee. Like come on. It's like face does not recognize, some shit where it's like we clearly know this is a piece of shit compared to hers. And even hers is a piece of shit
Yeah, I was
compared
gonna
to
say
like
hers is pretty
real good.
bad
You know what I'm
too.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could do it in a way where it's not like, your crappy car that doesn't turn on. Yep, the spaceship also has an alternator that doesn't want to work or turn over. It's like, come on. Like, all right. The space carburetor isn't working. The space carburetor, yes. Yes, we have space carburetors in our car, in our fucking spaceships. But anyway, these are just little tidbits that are just like, come on. Spend more time on the actual movie and the actual developing of characters, arcs, conflicts, situations. And then, she's Kara. She's Superman or Superman's cousin. She's Kryptonian or whatever. When you're looking for somebody, use your powers. You have super awesome hearing. You have X-ray vision.
Well, that's why I said like she's she feels underpowered. I mean, even like Superman, the last movie, kind of felt like underpowered compared to like the comics versions.
I don't know if it's because in the stories they're learning, but Kara very much knew she had X-ray vision. She knew she
Yeah,
had fire, like laser eyes. She knew she had super hearing. Like she knew she has these abilities. Use
it was like she
them.
used it once and that was it.
Well, my thing was like use them when you need to use them. Like I said, she was like when she was looking for the family that got off, that
Hmm.
betrayed her. She's like, "Where are you?" I was like, "X-ray vision, girl. Super hearing, girl. You don't need to search. You could literally find them in an instant by using your powers. You need to act like you don't know where they are. You could find them immediately. I promise you could find them immediately. Just tap into your super duper awesome powers. Like, I don't know. I felt like it was just a disservice. So I agree with you, Chris. Like it felt not underpowered, but I guess not utilized to their full potential because we
Hmm.
know what the full potential is. So not using it just seems like, yeah, you're like doing a disservice because that's pretty bad for a character who's meant to be OP. You're doing a really good job of showing how not OP they are. And it just
Yeah,
kind of
I guess
sucks. Kind
we
of
can chalk
sucks.
it up to the Earth sun, the in our solar system. That sun is like the best sun, and all the other suns are kind of just shitty, and they don't give it
Yeah.
enough power.
No, that's true. That's true.
Other than that, I don't know, just bad writing, maybe.
No, I also would.
True.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go that far either. Like, I think, I think the material's there. I don't think. I don't know if this is a director's choice. I just don't think. I don't think like you have source material, and if you don't utilize it to its full potential, then I feel like you end up with this, where it's all like you're it feels like you're banking on the idea that your audience doesn't know the character. We know the character. We know the background to the character. Like we know enough. Like
Do we know about Supergirl?
well,
I
we
feel like
know
most people do not know about
no,
Supergirl.
but the thing is like we know enough about Superman to make the
Hmm. Hmm.
deductible logical reasonings of Supergirl. Right? I don't think any of us knew much about uh She-Hulk, but we know enough about Hulk to make derivatives off of for She-Hulk.
That's
Like
fair.
we know enough to be like, yeah, that makes sense. Not we don't know anything about them. This doesn't make sense because you know what I'm saying? Like again, it's unfair for us as an audience to say those things because the movie isn't about Superman, it's about Supergirl and her thing. But at the same time, you can't just take away or completely nullify the very real fact that, you know, your audience members knows who Superman is, knows what, enough about his background to make a very, very fair deductible reasoning about Supergirl. They're cousins. Like, yeah, she should, and especially one that grew up on Krypton. He grew, he had no idea of Krypton. He had to do everything here on Earth solo. He grew up straight Republican. She at least had 8 years on the rock. She grew
I
up
think
at least
more
on
than
the
that,
rock.
she was like an adult almost by the time
Oh,
Like
she
a
well, there you
teenager?
a
teenager at
teenager.
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right? You know a little bit of your history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I don't know.
Uh,
I just
I I had questions about like a lot of the Krypton stuff, and I like asked some friends who actually write comics.
hmm
Apparently the Kryptons did not know they had powers, or like only a certain sect actually knew. It was kind of like more of like a theory. Like if we go,
oh
because like they lived in the Red Sun, so like they were just normal people.
oh they were just normal people.
So that's like I was like, why wouldn't they just move? Like the whole like flashback in this movie is about like her her living in this dying city that was like ejected from Krypton. So there's chilling there where everyone else around them is dying kind of thing. And
Yes,
it's like
yes.
why not just leave? Like you clearly have the technology. You can only make a little spaceship. Like that part still is like why not just build something bigger?
Build it and they will come.
Yeah. But like yeah, they're like everyone in this like last city is dying of kryptonite poisoning because I guess it's like in the
In there,
soil that
yeah,
was
in the
rooted up
soil,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, we're all dying because of this, and we're just gonna sit here and die.
Yeah, they didn't really give. I don't think I necessarily. And again, I don't know. It's difficult for. This isn't. Is this an origin story,
Sort of.
or is this just like a we're adding it to it because it didn't. It didn't feel like an origin story. And when we got the background by the end of the movie, I was just so not committed to anybody or anything. I was like, I wanted this back. I needed this backstory at the beginning. If anything, this story needed to be told chronologically because you're giving more insight of to what happened on Krypton and so on and so forth. But the urgency, or like you were mentioning, Chris, like the weird aspect about Krypton isn't even the focal point. It's like the focal point is her getting off, like her not wanting to leave, not hey, who are we? How are we evolved? What's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't give enough
Yeah.
backstory to the whole Krypton thing because she herself doesn't know Krypton. She knows a rock of Krypton. Like the whole planet is gone. She was born in just like the aftermath of that. So she doesn't even know like her parents knew like what Krypton was, how it was a whole planet, it had a whole society, had a whole thing. You are living on a tangent part of that. Um, so I don't, I don't believe the attachment is there. I believe the attachment is there for her parents and everybody who saw Krypton die, and she's like, I don't want to leave the remaining part of Krypton. But you were born almost a decade after all that happened. You could read about it, like people, like the younger generation. I had a younger generation tell me, "Yo, you got to get over 9/11." I was like, you can't say that." I
Oh,
understand.
jeez.
I
Jeez.
understand. I understand why you would say that, but you have no idea like what it was or like what people went through. Not even talking about like
hmm
what I'm saying. Like it was very real for us at the time. It was very real. Like the emotions and the aftermath and everything was like we'll always remember. Blah blah blah. Granted, it's like 20 plus years now, so we ourselves are so far removed of it. Anytime I open Instagram, it's like yeah ha 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 9/11. Um, but the resonance of that, they're so far from that. They could learn about it and they could try to understand what it was like about that, but because they didn't live it, it's the same like for us. Like we learned about World War II, but we didn't live World War II. We read about like the Vietnam War. We didn't know anything about Vietnam War. We could read it about it and we could understand it, but there were still generations that lived it. So I'm more inclined to believe their story, their connection to it, as opposed to somebody who just is being taught it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like if your parents told you about like, oh, how great your planet was as you're sitting in like a city that's slowly dying and killing everyone.
Oh, I didn't even think about it that aspect. Holy shit, yeah. Uh it was a
Like
great
how
time, but
like
everybody's
how
dying because
right
of
like
it.
how prosperous Krypton was. Like um it was very I think Invincible like the Viltrumites are like kind of like based on that like even their home world was like oh like it's all like white pillars and like very like it feels like very rich and prosperous these people and then apparently in the comics that the government sort of knew that the planet was going to get destroyed, but
Ooh, that's
they're
fucked up.
like don't look into this. You'll be fine kind of thing.
Jeez.
And that's like when uh Superman's parents like his dad was like a scientist and like he was able to like it's like I see something coming, better send my son away kind of thing. But yeah, that was definitely in the moment it was like definitely has some questions like they can fly, right? Like they're super people, but apparently not. They're not.
They're not. Or at least they didn't know they were.
Yeah, and they didn't have the ability at that where they were. But it was definitely like kind of confusing as someone who knew who like knew the Krypton story but not fully, I guess.
Entire, not fully, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like okay, but not I feel like they didn't really explain it well either for someone who wasn't familiar. But yeah, that was, and then she finds Crypto in like he's like hanging out with the bodies, right? Like they're in the morgue, like he has like a bone or
Yeah, was he
something.
sniffing dead bodies? Is that
Like
what
did he
that
have
was?
a like a bone from someone's body? I don't know.
He was acting a little suspicious there. What are you thinking
Also,
of?
Kara's like escape pod to Earth. I feel like you could have fit the dad could have gone in there, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
It
definitely,
was
yeah, he
big
definitely
enough
could have
for at
gone.
least two people.
This was Titanic all over again.
He has to go down with the ship.
Nah, he could have saved himself. He chose not to.
Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts?
No, I think I'm all right.
No.
All right. Let's get into our ratings and what would we do see it in theaters. And I wouldn't say as do you want to see Supergirl in other movies? Let's do that. You can
No,
start off, Eddie.
no. Uh, I don't think so. I think
It's
I
gonna
think
happen. I'm just
no. That
asking.
that's fine. I don't think I don't think I don't think she needs to be. I think if they want to continue with anything with Supergirl, they can continue like side quests, the lone quests. Um, but she doesn't need to be, and she doesn't require to be in DC films. In any stretch of the imagination, like you know, I think whether it's Marvel or DC, the end game is the group, right? Marvel, it's Avengers. For DC, it's just the Justice League.
Hmm.
She's part of the yeah, I guess, superheroes are part of the Justice League, but it's not like, we care about the council. We care about the main ones. Like, yeah, you could show up here and there, but it's like I don't, you know, like when the Flash movie came out, she was on there. That was fine. That kind of cameo I think works best, but she doesn't need to be involved in anything. She could do her own adventures. She could do her own thing. That's fine. But I don't think that the need to be in like a bigger picture aspect. I don't think it's needed. And that's for her as a character. I don't not necessarily because of this movie. Just in general. I don't think side characters and even side characters that are main characters like for Marvel. I'd be like, I didn't need Hawkeye. I don't need a Hawkeye origin story. It's fine. We don't need it. Did we get Black Widow? Yeah, we need it. Not really. We know she died, so it's like I don't need this
Yeah, it
movie.
felt that one felt like a little too late at that
You know what I'm
point.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
that one was late,
we all
super
wanted the
late.
female movie. Yeah, we wanted it a while ago. We were happy with, we all loved her. We wanted her origin story, and you decide to release it after we know she's dead. Like,
Hmm.
it kind of just it's just a cheap shot. It's a cheap cash grab. And for Supergirl again, I'm pretty sure there's fans out there. I'm not very a big DC fan, but I'm sure there's fans out there, and I'm sure they would like to see more adventures of her and Crypto, her and the girl. Maybe the girl develops into some kind of Amazonia warrior or something. Maybe you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
thought
maybe
she was like gonna come with like Kara at the end.
well she did, didn't she? She
Oh
went
yeah,
to
I
the
actually
ship.
have an
Yeah, yeah.
aunt who's gonna is like, will your aunt miss you? It's like she was off looking for these guys and getting kidnapped. I don't think her aunt
Did
cares.
your aunt approve your vengeance adventure?
Yeah, she encouraged it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Your parents died. Yeah, you can get vengeance and then stay with me right after. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
No, it's
No, but
like you can
maybe
only stay with me after you get vengeance.
only after. Did you do your homework?
Yeah.
No, but like she can't like if it's gonna be a buddy thing, that's cool. They grow, they go on adventure. Maybe she learns how to defend herself or like becomes like a good, I don't know, Hawkeye herself or something. And eventually, she gets cut. She's like, oh no, what do I do? Oh no, Kara, cut yourself with kryptonite and live your blood. Give her a little bit of blood, and then she becomes like super or something. Some shit like that, where they could continue, or maybe Kara develops, she goes off world and she finds another person with a different story and she's like, you could tag along too. And within 3 stories, they have a little team. Supergirl, Kara's leader. She has like 6 refugees that have all different talents and they go off, little if they really want to do fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, there you go. There's your blueprint, right? You just go to planet
Yeah.
and you end up getting like, the outlaws or the people who like rob or whatever. And it's like, hey, you want to be part of a team? Come get my awkward team. And then they go on their own adventures. Like that's fine. That's perfectly fine. And as a matter of fact, I would be more inclined to follow Supergirl if they actually did that. But no, I don't think. I really don't think that it's needed. And like, if they're trying to do like, they don't. It doesn't James Gunn universe. You don't need Supergirl. All that to say, I is movie like a
Damn.
two. What is it? Two hamster shits out of 5. Also, who eats hamster shits and says, "Yeah, these
Oh,
are good. These taste like shit." I don't know. It came out of an anus. That
Kate
should be your
Space, you
first
know?
fucking clue. You know, uh,
I could have told you that before the whole,
fucking the
but just
world could have, the
immediately.
universe could have told you that. I don't know why you think that shit's
I thought
good.
it was a pet store. I thought it was a pet
Right?
store.
That's what I thought too. He's
And
like,
then she like
"Ooh,
scooped it up like popcorn.
yeah, let's get
That's
some of
fucking
This
these."
tastes
rancid.
terrible.
Yeah, of course they
I
do.
like that Slurpee though. Slurpee look good.
That server look good. Yeah. Um, I don't. Again, if the sequel goes anything like I mentioned, that's great. If not, I don't think it's needed. I'm pretty sure they'll pop something out, but it's all right. Charlie, Chris, what about you?
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you. Maybe something like Captain Marvel, like her like solo, like going around helping people in her own way kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I assume she'll be in the next Superman movie. Excuse me. Um, but I don't know how like all right, so next Superman movie has Superman and Supergirl. Like who's gonna even like be able to take them on, you know? Like
Oh, dude, that's a tough combo. Yeah.
yeah, even if they are like a little underpowered as they've been written to, like it feels Like, yeah, I don't know how you're gonna beat them, but I don't know. I I will say I do. Millie Alcock, she did her best with what she had, I think.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's very fine, and maybe have her do her like have her own thing and not just Guardians of the Galaxy again. Like it felt like, oh, James Gunn, he's in charge, and the director's like, what if I just copy his movies, you know? And yeah, very that's I would say I'm disappointed just because those I wasn't really a fan of any of those trailers that were released for this movie, but I hope for the best, you know, after like James Gunn was like all like, oh, we're not gonna release any movies unless we have a full script and like everyone loves it, and then we come out with this and it's just kind of bland and yeah, I'll give this three uh family swords out of five. And yeah, I don't know. You don't really see this in theaters. I would say just wait for it to stream on Max or wherever. But yeah, it was fine. What about you, Charlie?
It was fine. Um, yeah, same as you for all the reasons that you listed. I'm not gonna repeat them, but rating wise, yeah, kind of. It's just the three um uh what was that? Like a hamster milk out of five or whatever the hell that was.
A lot of
Where she
hamster
was drinking
reaching
milk.
this these reviews.
Yeah, yeah. Where she was like, "Where's this milk come from?" And it's like this creature in the corner. It looks like a not. That doesn't look like milk you want to drink. But it's it was all right. It was all right. And are there gonna be more? Probably. I
Uh,
don't know if there's gonna be
I don't know if there's
Supergirl
gonna be a
2,
sequel
but there's
just because
definitely
this
she's
movie didn't
definitely
do
gonna show
well.
up.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, she'll probably show up in other movies. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have to go to theaters to watch it? Probably not. I love DC, but not this one. You don't have to run to theaters. You can wait for streaming.
When should we be worried about the DCU? Like, if Clayface
5 years
doesn't
ago.
hit, if Clayface doesn't hit, is it like are we should we be
No,
worried, or is
because
that like a fun like
Yeah.
spin-off kind of
I
thing?
feel like
No,
I feel like
Eddie Clayface is not. I feel like it's not going to be like good unless it's yeah. Eddie asked me. He's like Clayface. He's like, who is that? It's like it's a Batman villain. He's like,
He's an
what would put that
actor.
in Marvel terms? It's like is that's if they put a movie about Vulture.
No,
Like
it's like it's Morbius.
yeah, it's like yeah, that's closer. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Clayface without Batman. Again, I don't know how they did Morbius without Spider-Man. So I feel like it's
It
gonna be
didn't
the same.
work.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be the same.
I guess
uh
I'll go
well
ahead.
I guess well I guess I don't know because I feel like Batman had a mix of review. I'm assuming this is part of this one, this Batman,
Yeah, I think it's they're gonna make
The
their own
Twilight Batman.
Batman.
Is the Twilight Batman part of like this
No, it's
DC
not.
universe? Okay.
No, it's its own thing.
Then I don't know. I don't know. I assumed it was part of it, and because it got like not bad acceptance, but a lot more acceptance than this, I figured it'd be on par, but that's not part of it. I guess yeah, I would wait till the villain movie comes out, and if it does okay, then it does okay. I mean, it can't be any worse than Joker 2. or maybe I can. I don't know. It's
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we
you know
didn't
what I'm
have
saying.
that
Like
movie.
the villains of DC does maybe get short in the stick. Maybe they should just keep TV shows. Maybe DC is a TV show because I heard the Penguin is awesome. So if the Penguin's awesome and that's a series, maybe DC just needs to do series. I don't know. Bring back
Well,
Christopher
I also
Nolan.
think it's what characters can sustain an entire movie and in TV. Like we had
I
the
get what you're
Kraven the
saying. Yeah.
Hunter movie. We had three Venom movies. Like I don't really think a lot of those really worked. Like the
Yeah.
Venoms were kind of fun, but I don't think they were good movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand
like
that.
like Charlie was saying, you kind of need the Batman or the Spider-Man to these villains. And most of them don't really work on their own. Well, what what supervillain would you like to see get a movie or show? You can send us your suggestions at straight2pod@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, and Twitch at Straight to POD. And that concludes another episode of Straight to POD.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Eddie.
Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time. And if a dog comes at you, it's self-defense to shoot it.